Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to Corn Ferry Tour here, round 2, tied for 28th. So if you missed it in the middle of the first round, I made a executive decision here to kind of use the game as, I think it's intended by the developers and so forth, which is the goal is not to frustrate yourself when you're playing anything. I mean, so they give you the ability to adjust difficulty so that you can kind of play and challenge yourself, but not overwhelm yourself. So in things like TGC Tours, I don't have an option. Like if I want to participate, I'm playing at the level and the difficulty they set. But within the My Career mode, I'm not constrained to that, and ultimately I've kind of decided I shouldn't be. I should be kind of making the progress so that I can get what I need, which is still a goal of get to the point where I'm playing well enough, I'm progressing, and I'm making my clubs better, I'm making my player better. My player's as good as he's going to get. At this point, he's a 99 overall. I've applied all my attribute points, so unless I wanted to respec something or whatever, that's not going to change. But what I was doing on master difficulty here was I was really struggling. And that likely means I'm going to be struggling in TGC Tours, but that's the nature of the beast there. So what I don't want to do is, create a situation that, frankly, at the end of the day, if you're a regular watcher of the series, the reason you're watching it to some degree, I'm sure, is to be entertained and to, just enjoy the time you're doing. So just as watching a little leaguer try to hit a fastball off of a major league pitcher would be interesting for maybe 5 minutes, playing on a difficulty that's just exceeding my capacity to be competitive probably is the same on a YouTube gaming channel and a series about golf. So that is why I've gone ahead and decided to do that. That may ultimately mean that I keep things set at a lower level longer term, but I was okay in the PGA Tour mode to not necessarily be doing things, but maybe in 2K25 we look at it differently and we keep it there, because the challenge is the AI difficulty is already set at the lowest level it can be, and so it would be one thing if I stayed at Master, but I had the AI at Pro and I could set it down and see could I be better, and hopefully I grow into that. But that's the beauty of something like this, is there's a bunch of parameters I can change that will keep the challenge level up there. So I could stay at Pro, increase their difficulty, or if I start blowing them out of the water again, maybe then I go to Master and it becomes a little more competitive. But right now, being at Master, it's too much. So we are at Pro settings and will be through the end of this, with the hope that we will qualify for the PGA Tour at the end of this event. Alright, so current score, 9 over. We have high wins this round. Wonderful. So that could make things a bit more difficult, but let's go see. Alright. So here we go. Got some people out of the clubhouse. Has an increase past Carter Casey, who was the round 1 leader at 4 over. But we have moved up to 23rd, so some people have fallen further back, about 5 people or so. So that is, in its own way, a good thing. So again, I've got kind of what I'm calling a visualization method of my swing. I'm not looking at my thing, I'm thinking about it in my mind's eye as I'm holding the controller down at my chest, and that's kind of my process to let you into my crazy world a little bit of how I'm trying to do better. And so far, I get something a little bit like that, where it's not insanely off, but it's off enough that clearly I Drove the ball too far. So we need to get up, and ooh, if it had bounced in the right direction, we could have had a really exciting hole there, but we don't. All right. And the putting is the putting. The putting has been a challenge for me. Just kind of still dialing in. I mean, I'm definitely improving. I'm better. Wow, 609. I don't even understand. I wonder how many real-world holes and real-world courses there are that have such a length on a par 5. That just seems exorbitant, extreme, whatever you want to call it. No, but it requires, and partially why I'm on pro, good execution, or it just turns to stuff really bad, really fast. And obviously, we'd prefer not to do that. Alright, so good to check that, because the swing bias is different than I would have expected. But again, with the way it's landing and laying, that makes sense. Alright, so there was no way I was going to make it anyway. It's just, at 609, I don't have the chops to do that well. Alright, let's see. What's the spinner, the flop, the chip, and ultimately the approach. So if I come down, say, there maybe, we'll get a little closer. So we want about that much power. Now again, if they change that and go to what I have in one area, which is they don't have vibration and they don't give you information, like, things can get ugly pretty quick. Alright, it looks flattish. Oh, come on. Thank you. Like, pop in the hole, give it to me. Alright. I love seeing that I'm in the top 20. So, we need to be in the top 40 at the end of our weekend here to get ourselves TGC Tours, but the focus today is make the cut, or we're not making it. Because if we don't make the cut, we're likely below halfway, I would imagine. It's probably going to move further, so let's adjust that. A little bit more open than I would have liked, but we're on, and we got a great bounce off the hill. So that easily took off 5 or 6 yards. Wow. I'm going to think it's going to go a little bit more that way. And it's downhill, so... Oh, wow. It didn't catch the hill. But hopefully we can make this go down. No! Awful. Just awful. Alright, well, now we're 15th. Again, people are playing. People are struggling just like me. Again, they're fighting the wind. Yeah, I wasn't comfortable with that swing, and now we can see why. So that was pretty awful. Definitely gonna go way up here. That should be better. It is. I'll take that. Oh. No, we didn't roll into the bunker at least, so there is that. Could be hard to hold this out. Could happen. But it likely won't, so let's be honest. Just not how things work. Oh, no, 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 no! Come on! This is why I'm playing on Pro. Because again, I'm still having a bit of a challenge, for sure. Alright, beautiful. Might hit the... Oh, come on. Oh, terrible. Bounced in and caught the lip of that. Oof. It would have been beautiful otherwise. It would have been right near the hole. Oh boy, that barely made it out. And it really didn't make it out enough. If it was on the green, I'd be in much better shape, but it's not. That might be too much. Alright, the hill saved it, but this is going to be difficult now. Come on. Aww. That felt like robbery. I mean, that was nice and close. But again, if I had hit it better, I would have been in a better spot. So again, I need to be in the top 40. I definitely don't want to drop below 40 in my own gameplay and then count on clawing back. That would be awful. But again, 11 over is not a good result for something like this. So I need some birdies. I need things to go my way. We're gonna go, say, there and there. Alright. I like it, I think. I do. Alright. Because, yeah, you're kind of visualizing the rollout as well. I mean, if we're being honest. Oh, come on. Oh! Oh, I'm How? I don't even know what to say. Yeah, this is like a bit much. Ah, too far left. Okay. Gotta hit far enough, but I was gonna say not too far, but that was pretty darn far. Oh yeah. That was far. Not my best friend here. Oh boy. That did not get up as well as I would have liked. No. Alright, 28th. I'm not sure if Carter Casey has left the clubhouse yet. I haven't really paid attention. Alright, not bad, but bad enough. Wow. This is a pretty tight course. I mean, if we're being honest and upfront. I think we hit the tree. Is it not going to come out? It's just not. Okay. Alright. We're going to move way over. I think I misread the lie. Other than that, I did okay, but I misread the lie for sure. Oh, I barely made it, but that was good enough. Alright. Wow. This makes it hard. Because again, we're trying so hard. Wow. Wow. I'm barely catching these. I wish I could somehow rewire my brain. Putting and accurate putting I've always been off by kind of the same thing, and I just can't make the mental change to get a different result. So it's been suboptimal, to say the least. All right, gonna go up here, go over. Again, everything is so thin and so tiny, it's just hard. You know what? I'm gonna flop. Because then I can nearly go full here. Ooh. Thought I could, and wow, that was awful. Oh boy. So not as good as I had hoped. Oh no, we're not going to be playing this game again, are we? I guess we're going to try this and see if we can at least get it out with the putter. But yeah, when it kind of settles into the grass like that, it is tough. Okay. Barely hanging on. And again, this is not looking good for a cut, I don't think. Like, yeah, it's not even showing me anything. And maybe there is no cut. Maybe it's just we all play and you end up in the top 40 or you don't. I don't know. Alright, gonna go over there. Alright, that's as good as I can get, I think. Yep, that's not bad. It's gonna take a bit here to do something. Nope. And again, these greens they are challenging, so. Ah. I can't even make the short ones. Because, like, it's not showing me any cut lines, so I don't know. I don't know, again, if I'm so far away or it just doesn't have one. Because it is the championship, after all, so they may be like, yeah, you're all playing. And that's how it's going to go. That's far too much. Alright, that's more difficult when we obviously tie things down a bit, but... Alright, let's see if we can make it work. Move over. Come on. I cannot believe that on pro level I'm still going to struggle against a bunch of amateurs. I mean, again, I may gain some spots at the end, but if I fall to 60th or something, like, it's going to be ugly. I mean, I was happy being 20th or whatever. I mean, it's a very narrow course, so that, and again, high winds just make everything a struggle, is the reality that we're facing there. So I went a little, well, I thought I went a little harder. Alright, that worked. Now hopefully I can convert this. Alright. Trying to maybe try being a little more forceful with those kind of things. But again, if I miss, the downside is bad, is the problem. It's really, really bad. Too far open. I did too straight of a swing on that. Man, this is a par 3. I don't like these at all. Don't roll too far, but get close enough. Alright. In theory, it should be close enough. Alright. It's hard to tell. It's like holding your breath as it's rolling. And just hoping that you've read it right. Okay, I'm gonna try this a little bit further over. Alright, not great path, but overall it ended up okay. Could have gotten a little cleaner result. Alright, with the wind blowing back, definitely going to be a bit of a struggle here. Okay, that's not as good, but darn good for what I could have done. Alright, a eagle would be excellent. I'm going to just hit straight on. It's a big hill, so we're going to let it go down. Ah, man, it still went far. Please give me the bird. Nope. Unbelievable. Wow. Because again, the par 5s, like I almost have to convert those. Wow, we're tied for 30th. Somehow I thought I was up to 20-something already. So I don't know if that meant I fell backwards. And over on the left side again. Alright, we're up in the air. Too far to the left. Okay, I suppose that's a bit of a victory. You know what? No, we're doing our friend. Yep. That's what we want to see. Because that way, at least we're hanging on to a par. But yeah, I really would love to move up some. Let's see. And this is such a challenging hole. I'll probably be on the other side of the... Oh, no. Like, I'll probably be on the other side of the bunker, but I'm not. Alright, barely up. That's kind of what we need. And then a little bit. Come on. Now I went too far the other way. Awful. So we fall again. Alright, a lot of wind. Kind of okay. It should... I didn't think... I was hoping it wasn't curving that far, but man, did it go. Alright, let's see. This should be way down. But what I tend to find is it does more than one would think. But no, that's not a bad result. Again, we're downhill. So we don't want to give it too... God, it's still not online. Alright. Should be a par, though. So I think two more... Or no, one more, I guess. Alright, 29th. I was tied for 28th, so... We certainly would prefer not to lose distance if we can avoid that. Okay, the wind is going to obviously take it, but that was a solid tee shot, solid placement. Oh boy, this is where it becomes really challenging. I'm not going to go into the river, although I kind of have to. Alright. Let's see, what kind of lie do we have? We'll go back a bit. Okay, should be at least not wet. Wasn't bad, but yeah, just didn't quite get the roll we would have preferred. might be too far. Golly gee. This might still peter out pretty badly. Thank goodness. Alright, at least we walked away with the par. I think a better result than yesterday. Yeah, okay, there's no cut, so looks like 22. So we moved up a few spots. Yeah, we did 7 today compared to 9 the other day. But again, we had done 9. We were at 11, and then I brought it back to. Like, I really kind of stunk it up this time. So, not the kind of results we really want to see. But we got a little bit of a cushion, but we'd love to be much higher up than we are. So yeah, no progression that way. My clubs are moving up. Not quite sure I want to worry about the wedges yet. Just not sure how many Evo tools we're going to end up with. Alright, so dropped a few followers, but at least a reasonable amount, just 30 people. You know, again, you're going to have those folks that are like, if you're not Tiger Woods, I'm not following you anymore. You know, we'll see if we can keep things from really getting ugly. As always, if you've enjoyed this, haven't dropped a like, or are not a subscriber, please consider those things, and I will see you next time.